what have you done? Another year over, and a new one just begun. And so this is Christmas. I hope you have fun. The near and the dear ones, the old and the young.
A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear.
And so this is Christmas, for weak and for strong, the rich and the poor ones. The road is so long, and so happy Christmas for black and for white, for yellow and red ones. Let's stop all the fight.
A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a
It's Christmas time. There's no need to be afraid. At Christmas time, we let in light and we banish shade. And in our world of plenty, we can spread a smile of joy. Throw your arms around the world at Christmas time.
Right then, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen, and welcome along to the JCC Events Christmas race then, where 20 drivers are able to compete for a total of £175 tonight, and of course dished out to the top three, where you've got to be at somewhat a decent pace to get there, and we're going to find out if some of these drivers have got that kind of racing action in them today than everybody. 16 minutes of qualifying session first of all, and an absolutely huge showing in the chat. Most we've ever had on the channel, everybody. 32 people at the minute in the Twitch. Absolutely lovely to see. Thank you very much for joining. Welcome in for your Christmas race. 16 minutes of qualifying like I mentioned, and then we are going to have your 50% race. But please remember, 5-minute break between the qualifying session and the Grand Prix, to ensure I can get the race intro all done and sorted. I think the game's a little bit too loud. I'm going to turn that down. Have to let me know what the levels are like. We haven't tested that, but that should be okay. But yes, it's going to be very good today, everybody. A lot of money to be won. One person has dropped out, unfortunately, so only 19 with us today, but pretty much a full grid. And you can see some of the drivers already making their way round. A lot on the track already, and you'll be happy to know we have three drivers with webcams, so we're going to bring them up on your screen at some point in the stream, and that is going to be really, really good to look at. And actually, one of the first drivers to do so is Mr. Foxy then, everybody, who's about to start his first lap of the day then, as he heads up towards the first corner, and you can see him on your screen now. They're making his way round. I'm going to quickly turn the telemetry off in the corner. There we go. And Foxy, of course, on his way around for the first time of today, and I think the first time of qualifying as well we're going to get. This is where it gets really, really important now. It really, really does. He locks up into the left-hand side, turn 5 here in Abu Dhabi, and this is where we start to see if the drivers have practiced for this race. Of course, I can imagine a lot of them have, knowing that there's a lot of money on the line. We'll go over it actually. £100, everybody, for the race winner. It's £50 for second place and £25 for your third place today. So podium places get their money back on the entry fee they paid, and I've got no idea who it's going to be. I've got a rough idea maybe who might be up there, because there is a few quick guys here today, but we'll find out. Foxy then, as you can see on your screen, making his way around. Jürgen with a 1:22.2. He is one of the fast guys, and he starts the lap off. He starts the day off very nice indeed. 1:22.2. I found out his qualifying pace is a 1:21. A lot of people's qualifying pace is in the 1:22, 1:23. I'd be worried if I was not Jürgen right now, because that is a fast time. Ollie then, everybody, second place, a 10th behind. We're going to stick on Foxy, my bad, round the final corner. Here comes Foxy then. What time can he do? It's a P3 with a 1:23.095 then on his lap around. We've just seen Ollie then go second fastest in this session, and Jürgen go the quickest man today. That is very quick indeed. Billy Mewis slots himself in 4 then, as we're going to try and find F1 Mikey Boy, who is on his way down and on a flying lap, everybody. 13 minutes of your session, and Mikey on his way around for the first time of the day for him. No time set. This is where it really matters, and he's driving with the very nice livery, of course, on that Visa Cash Out Racing Bull, all the way down the back straight then here in Abu Dhabi, and towards the end of the second sector. His league signage actually on the track there, WRC, as you can see, as we've got that on show for him today, and he heads through the second sector, keeping it quite nice and neat at the moment. 25% battery left in that car, and at the minute doing quite nicely. Lee Dog 1:22.1, taking it away from Jürgen in qualifying. Some very fast drivers here today, very, very fast. The money must attract the fast drivers, because that is fast. I've not seen a qualifying time that quick before. F1 Mikey Boy round the final corner. Here he goes then. Can he get anywhere near the top 5 maybe? It is P9 then for Mikey. Not too bad at all at the moment. Arctic Ryan then, we've missed this time, but he's set P10. We've got the two Ferraris actually lining up in 5 and 6 of Veloce and Dylan Vince at the minute. I can't get over that. 33 people in the Twitch chat. Crazy stuff. It's attracted a lot of members tonight. It really, really is. As you can see, the one-off graphics around the track here in Abu Dhabi today. As who can we spectate then? What webcams have we seen? We've seen Ollie. No, sorry, we've seen Mikey, Foxy. We haven't seen Ollie. He's in the pit lane at the moment. So of course, when he comes out again to go round again and try and improve on that lap, we will we'll see him. We'll see him hopefully improve. A lot of people in the chat. Harvey joins us. Good to see you, mate. Garrison, Deck, Ollie Southall, Hawkeye. I see you all. It's good to see you all. There's Veloce in the pit lane in that Ferrari and sets a top 5 time then here today for the Christmas race this evening. If you're just joining us, everybody, a lot of money is up for grabs tonight. £175 in total. And I mean, it's starting to. We are starting to see who might just be on that top 3. It is looking strong. It really, really is. As bear with me 2 seconds. Ollie disconnected his camera, so let me just reconnect that really quickly. Right, we're all good with that, I think. Yes, 11 minutes of your qualifying session then, everybody. And like I mentioned earlier, look at this, so fast. It is really quick. I've been commentating for a long time, and I have not seen this kind of time in qualifying. I mean, tell a lie, I have seen Jürgen race before, and he is quick. I actually commentated on him over in Abu Dhabi a few weeks ago for the final round in Bravo Racing, and he was fast. But this is the first time I've ever seen anybody beat him, and he has got some competition today. At the minute, the slowest driver, Evo, unfortunately, with 127.7, a lot off the pace at the minute. Stray Dog Racing in the pit lane. I do want to catch Ollie in a minute when he goes round again. We've got Orimas then, who is on a flying lap, and we're going to see if he can improve, ladies and gents. Sorry, not improve. Get his first time on the board, first of all. He has to do that, of course, in the Haas. And we've got some very nice graphics coming your way later on, everybody. You are going to get the race intro. I've told everybody not to ready up. If they do ready up, we'll do the race intro, and then we're going to have to do a lobby restart. But hopefully everybody's on the best behaviour. Hopefully everybody listens, and we can just get straight into the race after the 5-minute break. Hopefully that is what we can do. So if you're in the chat, please, I'm begging you, listen, because we do not want to do a lobby restart. And yes, make sure you're watching for the race intro graphics. We've got driver intro, race intro, and the drivers attending it. It's going to be brilliant. It really, really is. Stick around for that. Orimas then, everybody, heading around the final 2 corners here in Abu Dhabi. And up towards the line today, what will his time be on his first day around? The Haas car sets a P10, a 123.465. Look at the gap between him and Mikey. Boy, the gap is absolutely marginal at the minute. It really, really is. As we can see Ollie going around, and he will be starting his lap soon, ladies and gentlemen. He will be starting his lap very, very soon. And I'm looking forward to it. I really am. We know Ollie's quick. I've seen him, I've seen him before racing. I've actually known him for a long, long time, and he is a quick driver. But when you come here today, a lot of people, ladies and gentlemen, are able to contest with him. But here we go then, Ollie over the line. Let's do it again with him on your screen. Ollie goes round once again, everybody, for another lap around. We're going to quickly get the lap data on just so I can see myself if he's going any quicker, and I can let you know as he heads down towards the end of Sector 1 then onto the JCC event signage. He's up by 0.02 of a second then, everybody, in that first sector. Ollie is finding time, and on the track, apparently, has set a fastest first sector. He's on for a provisional pole at the moment if it carries on it this way. He's on for a very good lap if he can keep doing this. He's taking a very good line as well into the left-hander chicane, the one which actually catches a lot of people out, including myself. But Ollie today, it is no match for him, and he's absolutely brilliant through there. 25% battery left, though, maybe a bit worrying for him as he heads onto the WRC signage now and into the end of the second sector. Can he improve on this lap? He's improved by 0.02 of a second. Unfortunately, it's not enough for the fastest lap in the middle sector. So at the minute, Ollie maybe a bit worried, but if he's in that top 3, remember, he's going to get money. He's going to get money if he's in the top 3. He doesn't need to win. He doesn't need to be on pole. but I'm sure he wants to, as somebody in front of him just goes a bit quicker. I think that was Billy Mewis, third place. Strong lap from him. Ollie's invalidated this time around, everybody, and he enters the pit lane, which is such a shame because he was on a good lap as well. King James has set a very nice time. He's in P4, and I think he's on another go around. It's looking like that as he heads around. He's in the chat. It's good to see you, that pro gamer. It's been a while. I'm glad to see you back. Dex says this is sick. It's very good, isn't it? I'm really looking forward to getting into the race. I really am. And, you know, announcing who wins that money tonight is King James then towards the line. Is he going to go any quicker? Was he on the lap? He was. 2/10 improvement. And he's 2/10 of a second behind Jürgen now. So not able to improve on that at the minute. Well, he is, but not able to improve on his position, might I add. As lead dog then, everybody, is your quickest man. 7 minutes to go of this session. And Lee Dog is your man on pole, setting himself up with a very good opportunity today, as I can see Foxy heading round. Let's get him back on the screen and see if he's doing any good. Heading down with 25% battery. End of the second sector is this Racing Bull finding time today. He's down by 500ths of a second. Such a shame, as he makes his way around. Half a tenth is not a lot though. It really, really isn't. And I'm sure he can find that in the final sector. Still 6.5 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen, of your qualifying session. Remember the Christmas race tonight, £175 giving out. And we're going to head round the final quarter, into the pit lane actually. And Foxy rounds off his lap there, unfortunately. Such a shame for him as he does not improve today. Gareth then, who I've got, to be honest with you, no idea who this is. It's Gaz, there we go, Gaz in the Discord. I know who this is now, good stuff. Gaz heading down and into the chicane. We're on board with him now in the Alpine. P9 at the minute, 123.2, and about a tenth to gain there on Foxy. Not a lot, he can find that time. It is absolutely doable for him then. As into the second sector line, has he improved? He does not, he's 3.7 down, my bad. He's not even on a flying lap, is he? F1 Mikey Boy though. Looks like he improved on the previous lap, I'm not too sure. He's invalidated anyway now. That'll be it for him at the minute. Still 5 minutes to go, ladies and gents. Still 5 minutes to go of this session. Veloce dives into the pit lane. He's currently third place. That is strong. Oh, contact then into the pit lane there. I'm not entirely sure what happened. But Veloce not with the wing damage. The McLaren picking up a lot of wing damage there. Was it Evo? Was it Evo? No, it was Eagle into the pit lane. As he is in now with wing damage. But that shouldn't be too much of an issue, of course, because he will be in the pit lane now and getting that sorted. 19 drivers joining us tonight then, everybody. One had to back out, unfortunately. So only 19 here today. A bit less competition for the drivers. Look at that Red Bull livery. Oh my, that is absolutely brilliant. Really nice. 2/10 improvement then from Linsky 88 in the Red Bull as he makes his way around the track, everybody, with about 4.5 minutes to go now of qualifying, and it is really running down to the final few minutes for this session, which is absolutely crucial for them to get a good start. You know, the drivers in the top three, I'd be a little bit nervous because they're in a really good position to win this money and they could easily throw it away. They really could. Linsky around the final corner, up towards the line, 123.7. Does he improve? Half a second found for Linsky, and it's 10th place for him. That is good. Very good for the Red Bull, who finds time today. His teammate Jürgen, though, the fastest man up at the front. I would like to see Billy Mewis go round. We've had the glitch. There we go. Let me just go down. There we go. We had the glitch. Couldn't go up and down. Billy Mewis, ladies and gents, in 5th position. And we are about to watch him go round again on board with the PayPal signage. Thought that was quite fitting, given that everybody, of course, paid the race sign up with that. Thought it might be a cool sponsor. Down the straight then, the main straight here in Abu Dhabi. 3 minutes to go. And it gets very real now. Billy Mewis, realistically, this is going to be his final time, maybe his penultimate lap of the qualifying session for him. He won't have a lot of time to go again, so this is pretty much it now. He needs to get it right this time around, and there's a lot hanging in the balance. He's got half a second found in the first sector. And the track lighting up purple, everybody, means he's gone fastest in the first sector as well. This is strong. 39 people in the Jack Crossley Comms Twitch chat tonight. That makes me very happy. Really good stuff, everybody. A lot of people in here tonight. Wow. And people in the YouTube as well. There's Billy Mewis heads into the chicane, everybody, and making his way all the way onto the Yas Marina circuit signage and in towards the end of Sector 2 in that Mercedes. Is he finding any time? We shall find out now. Oh, he's down by 400ths of a second. He is down by 400ths. Very much a shame then, everybody, for Billy, who at the minute is not improving, but still the final sector to come, and time can be found for him in that Merc as his teammate. He's got a lot of pressure on him. His teammate is the fastest man, but he's not too far behind. Billy heads around the final few corners then. What has this Mercedes got in him today? I think it's the pit lane. It is. Oh, never mind. Cutting the final corner for Billy. Invalidation. And that lap will not count, of course. But P5 for him, and he won't really get much time to go again. King James on the outlap. He is getting ready and preparing for his final time of the day. Ollie is now starting another lap, and we're going to go on board with him to see if he can improve. He's currently 6th position. And wants that pole, you know, front row of the grid might be nice. 3rd place, 4th place, anywhere around there. Top 5 is realistically a decent start in the Grand Prix tonight. And Ollie isn't too far away from there already. This is crucial now. First sector, he is down on time. Down on time, everybody. He's not finding any, unfortunately, in the first sector, but still 2 sectors to come, and it is not over yet for Ollie on your screen at the minute. Too, of course, sat in a very nice and expensive rig and trying to make good use of it into the chicane. Goes the Williams, the soft compound tyres, which should be brand new, so they're going to be in brilliant working order for just this one lap around. And he heads all the way down now towards the end of Sector 2. This is it. He didn't improve in the first sector. Does he improve in the second sector? Ollie is nearly a 10th up in the Sector 2. This is good, very good indeed. It will not be P5 at the minute, but if you can find that extra bit of time in the final sector, everybody, Ollie is going to be able to get himself in that top 5, which is a very good start. Here we go, round the final few corners for the Christmas race qualifying session. 1 minute remaining, and this is where it gets very, very serious. Ollie round the final corner. Can he get himself on pole for the Christmas event this evening? Round the final corner, it's 3rd place. Nearly 4/10th improvement. That is absolutely brilliant from Ollie, and he should be very proud of that. Good chance then going into the Grand Prix tonight, as we're going to have a look for Lee Dog, who's starting a lap then. You know what, let's see who's towards the line. Let's see if we can spectate first. Foxy's starting a lap. Behind him is Linsky with a lovely slipstream starting a lap as well. Over the line for a Ferrari driver, Dylan Vince, who starts a lap, and Orimas as well. Everybody now preparing for their final laps today. A lot to watch, everybody. Well, this is good. This is very good. And we're going to go back to Leadoff because he is the man in front, I believe, and the first driver who will cross the line after this wave of laps. He's heading round soon to cross that line and try and improve, everybody. This is absolutely brilliant stuff. Has Leadoff found time, though, at the minute? He's currently on provisional pole. He's heading down into the end of the second sector, everybody. The Mercedes is absolutely flying on pole position today. He's down by 800ths of a second. He will not be able to defend his provisional pole position at the moment. No time found in the first and second sectors for Leadog 187, who rounds off this final sector now. This is very important and crucial for him. He needs to get it right. A lot of pressure riding on him. I bet his heart is absolutely pumping now because this is it. Round the final corner. Can he do it? Can he stick himself still on pole position over the line? Can he make any more improvements to Riz snapping out there? Oh my, a 10th improvement. Leadog, everybody, with a 121. I don't know if that's getting beaten. That is absolutely rapid. Over the line then for the Red Bull driver of Linsky. Linsky's going to set P12 then today. A Ferrari's coming around the final corner of Dylan Vince. Dylan Vince sets himself in P8 then. Up towards the line now is CPT Foxy. He's invalidated, unfortunately. Another Ferrari towards the line of Veloce. He steals 3rd place away. Absolutely great stuff from Veloce. A P3 time for the Ferrari, who is now starting on the second row of the grid. Billy Mewis then has slowed down, everybody. He will not be on the lap. Speed Freak over the line, invalidated. Eagle, the last driver to cross the line today, making his way round and across the line. It is P18, no improvement from him. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce Leadog 187 on pole position for the Christmas race this evening, hosted by JCC Events. What a time. That is the best I've ever seen in league racing so far from the stuff I commentate. Results up next, but everybody, please do not ready up we have a 5-minute break on the grid. Please abide by that. We have the race intro coming up. If you don't, then it will take us a lot longer, and we do not want that. Here we go then, everybody. Short qualifying has concluded. Lead dog on pole position. Great stuff. Is Jurgen second place here in qualifying on the front row of the grid with him. Veloce third then, joined by Ollie in 4, King James 5, joined by Billy Mewis, 6th position, 7 and 8 then, occupied by F1 Mikey Boy and Dylan Vince, 9 and 10. Ryan and CPT Foxy. Moving down the grid, if I can get there. Gareth 11, Linsky 12, Speed Freak 13, Oramas 14, 15 Ranger, 16 is Stray Dog, 17 Evo, 18 Eagle, and 19 is Big Balls. There we go then, everybody. Next up is your race intro. Let's get straight into it. 5-minute break. See you very soon. Here we go. Well, finally, after 2 weeks of waiting, the stage is set for the biggest race of the year. We arrive here in Abu Dhabi with 20 drivers, all with a chance of taking home the £175 prize pot tonight. But the question still remains, who is skilled enough to get into that top 3 tonight? Here's your track then, ladies and gentlemen. The Yas Marina circuit, of course, 3.281 miles long at track distance, 58 laps at full race distance, but we only do half of that today. 16 laps then across the track today with 215 miles per hour at full race distance down the back straight. Here we go then, the tyres that Pirelli have issued us today, the softest sets that they bring, the C5, the C4 and the C3. Of course, the soft's the fastest tyre, but they will degrade the fastest today. Not too sure if anyone's going to be using them. I think they might be pretty good to start with. We'll find out what the drivers decide to do. As let's take a look at the drivers then, everybody, that are joining us here tonight. On the screen then, Billy Mewis and Leadog 187 occupy the Mercedes today then, as behind that is Red Bull, Jurgen and Linsky in the Red Bull cars for the Christmas event today. Liam Everson and Eagle in the McLarens, unfortunately not qualifying amazingly today. Eagle Veloce qualifying actually very nice in the Ferrari, joined by his teammate Dylan Vince in that second Ferrari tonight. Gaz and Hawkeye then in the Alpine. Unfortunately, Hawkeye had to back out because of a family emergency. He will not be here today. F1 Mikey Boy then and Foxy occupy the Racing Bulls car today. Straight on Racing and Speed Freak in the Aston Martins for the Christmas race. We'll find out if they can get a good one today, as Arctic Ryan and Ollie, two very fast drivers, ladies and gentlemen, in the Williams, not finally, the Sauber, sorry, second to last, of King James and Ranger, and then finally Oramas and Big Balls in the Haas cars, ladies and gentlemen, as we are going to get straight into your action. Wow, nobody's readied up. We're going to be able to get straight into it. This is very nice indeed. Hopefully you enjoyed that intro, everybody. I spent so long on it, I really did. But we should be starting in a moment. As we are waiting for Gaz, ladies and gentlemen, who is disconnected from the session. So we're just waiting a little moment now. Hopefully you enjoyed that, though. I've just had a message sent on the YouTube that the YouTube is a bit glitchy. Don't know if it is or not. You'll have to let me know. I think it's okay. Charlie Lyon in the chat. I'm not too sure what Charlie that is. I know that's not. I don't think that's the Charlie Buxton that I know. But whoever Charlie that is, thank you very much for joining us. A lot of people in the Twitch chat tonight as well. 36 people joining us. About 40 at the maximum. You know, that is absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much. That's a lot of people. Here in the Twitch chat tonight. That Progema, who is that Eagle guy? Everybody here, mate, are all from racing leagues that I normally commentate on. So today, the racing action should be quite clean, everybody, but don't take my word for it. I'm really hoping it is. We don't want too many incidents. I've got a feeling the first few corners are going to be a bit you know, they're going to be a bit scrappy, but after that I'm hoping it clears up. We don't want many safety cars today, but thank you for abiding by the 5-minute break. We are going to wait now for one more driver to join, and then we can get started with our Grand Prix tonight. Finally, after 2 weeks of waiting, it's been so long, so much preparation for this event, and we finally get into it. I'm so glad. I'm just going to try and get an update on where Gaz is so we can get on with it. Apparently he disconnected, something happening with the internet there, quite common on the F1 games. I think EA need to get the game sorted out a little bit, don't you think? It isn't that good, but actually just need to get that changed over. We're going to be the race, of course, now, not qualifying. Good job that I've changed that. But good to see everyone in the chat tonight then. We have reached 40 people at the maximum at the moment, and we are on 40 people now. That is crazy. I'm crazy. That's so crazy. In the chat then, Gaza rejoins in the game, actually, I think. So are we ready to go? I'm going to find out. Do apologise on the wait, everybody. I do very much apologise. I was not expecting this. At least nobody readied up on the 5-minute break. I think we're ready. We've just had a tick. Is Gaz back in? I believe so. Let me just see what the drivers say. We're getting some ticks on my "Are we ready?" message. I think we should do this. Right then, everybody. Gear up and get ready, because here we go. This is going to be the biggest race I've ever commentated on across the whole entire year, and if you enjoy it, if it goes well, we can do it again next year. We can do it through next year, of course, if it is something people enjoy. But it was an idea suggested to me, and it has so far gone very nicely indeed. Buxton in the chat, Charlie Buxton, it's good to see you, mate. Welcome in. I'm glad you're joining me again. As I've said, we're ready, so waiting for everybody now to ready up, and then we're going to begin with a formation lap here in Abu Dhabi, and then the main start procedure. You can hear the ticking down then. Here we go, everybody. Here we go. Let's get ourselves into this one. Let's get a sip of the water before we get going. On the grid then, the formation lap begins with the drivers. And, you know, I was saying this is where it gets real in qualifying. This is where it gets very real. We are in the main race now, everybody, with all of the drivers here. And a lot of money on the line. £175 is ready to be given out to the top 3 drivers today. At the minute, your starting top 3 is Lee Dog, Jurgen and Veloce in the Ferrari. So it's quite a nice top 3. A lot of money to be dished out to them if they can keep it. None of the drivers in the top 3 are any of the drivers I've got a face cam with, but I have got a face cam with Ollie, who's sat in 4th position. So if he gets in that top 3, face cam's going to be very nice indeed, isn't it? But we'll see if he can do it. But a lot of people in the chat, 44 now. What is going on? 44 then, ready to watch this Christmas race. A lot of money to be given out. 19 people here, everybody, as we head round. And we are soon to start. We are very soon to start. The drivers, as you can see, weaving now with the cars to get their tyres into the optimal working temperatures. And you know what? Let's really quickly have a look at the starting tyres for the drivers. Every single driver starting on the medium compound. So everybody's at the same level. No one is at a bit of an advantage or a disadvantage on the start. Everybody is on the exact same compound of tyre, everybody. So level playing field, absolute level playing field here. This is it. May the best man win. Lee Dog heading round, and he will soon line up on the grid to be that first man on the starting position. Will we get anybody lining up a bit awkwardly here and, you know, set back off their grid spot? We'll find out as we head up towards the line now then, ladies and gentlemen. With Lee Dog 187 lining up on your pole position. Jurgen second place, Veloce third, Ollie 4 then, 5 will be King James, Billy 6. F1 Mikey Boy 7. Oh, it gets very real now. It gets very real now then, everybody. Big balls at the back of the grid in the Haas car, and we watch from the front in a moment's time. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. The much anticipated Christmas race brought to you by JCC Events is about to get underway. 2, 3, 4, 5 lights ahead of the drivers here in Abu Dhabi. Lead dog on pole. It's lights out and away we go. Off the line very nicely indeed for the Mercedes already. Ahead of the carnage. Jurgen trying to get through into second place, but he's got no competition there and doesn't get through. Very wide off the track there. One of the drivers at the back. Lots of carnage. Someone goes into the barrier. I think Foxy already down at the back of the grid then, everybody, down in P18. Spinning round already. Eagle with a lot of wing damage on the car then as we head down in towards turn 5. Here comes Ranger sending it up the inside line, trying to get through past Arctic Ryan. He does get through, makes that position, and a great move up, ladies and gentlemen, as he gets through. We're going to go back to the front of the grid now then. Lead dog leads 2.5 tenths of a second then as Jurgen tries to lead in a moment's time. Can he get through into the chicane? Very nearly making contact on the rear end of him there. Gets clipped. Does the Ferrari of Veloce, who now on the ghosted mode, gets hit from behind. We're going to head all the way down the back straight then, everybody, through the WRC section, and we've got a racing ball of F1 Mikey Boy then on his way through, trying to make a move here on Billy Mewis. The racing action so far has been absolutely superb as the racing bull is getting ever closer to Billy Mewis in front. Your possible race strategies on your screen then, everybody, as the 2-stop and the 3-stop are the optimal strategies you should be going with tonight. Are we going to get that? We shall find out. We know some drivers are able to go with a 1-stop strategy, so we'll see what they decide to do. It's gonna differ from driver to driver, but some of the drivers up at the front, they're definitely capable of that 1-stop. As Jurgen, second place now, 6 tenths of a second to Lead Dog. Lead Dog's running away with it, and at the minute, the favourite for £100 tonight. Jurgen, second place, Veloce in third. That is your podium at the moment then. Still the same, I believe, from the race start, as you can see. No positions gained from any of the top 3. Still in the same place. Billy Mewis, that in 4th position, gaining down towards the 5th turn. Mikey Boy's right behind that. Yellow flags in the first sector as somebody's gone around. It's going to be big balls down at the back of the grid. Spinning round, everybody, as he gets back on, but he's at the back of the grid now, unfortunately. Gareth is already retired. I don't know where he went, actually. I don't think he even started the race, did he, Gareth? As he's not here anyway, and that'll be it for Gareth. Very short-lived for him. Oh, into the chicane, Ranger then, and Speed Freak on the outside line. Speed Freak trying to get the edge on that kick Sauber, and he has done so very nicely indeed now. Gets into 10th position. Really good stuff then. Really, really good stuff from him. And you know what? This is some great action. It really is. We've had a little bit of dirty tussles, we have. But on the whole, for saying these drivers, some of them have never raced together before, it's good. It is good. We've got 40 people, including 3 in the YouTube, 43 in total, watching along with the action with me then for the Christmas race tonight as we head through the final sector. And Lead Dog has got Jurgen closing that gap. Remember I said to you the gap was 6 tenths of a second, ladies and gentlemen. And Jurgen is making his way through, gaining and gaining on Lead Dog. Maybe the final sectors is his strong point because he is losing time now, heading down the straight. F1 Mikey Boy sets your fastest lap as he has got Billy Mewis in front of him, and we just wait to see if anybody is close enough for any overtakes then, heading down in towards turn 5, where of course Max Verstappen did the same thing in 2021. Massive lunge into turn 5, but today nobody doing that on this lap around. Lap 3 of 29 then, 26 laps of your Grand Prix remaining, still led by Lead Dog today, the favourite for the money, and he's really doing well. He is. The top 3 are the same as qualifying, and it is not changed around, has it? It has not changed around just yet. During the chat, it's like watching esports, how they're all following each other. Honestly, mate, it feels like I'm commentating esports. The drivers, look how close they are on the 3rd lap of the race. Here in Abu Dhabi, they're snaking through the chicane still, all the way back to P13. This is absolutely brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant action from the drivers. We're keeping it clean as of now, but I may have just spoke too soon. As Dylan Vince, 4 tenths of a second behind Linsky. We've got what's happening right now, everybody? We've got a big DRS train. What that means is everybody in this train is picking up the DRS at the DRS detection zone. They're pretty much all on a level playing field, nicking each other's air, and you know, no one can get past. No one can make any moves. Everybody's too close together right now for anything to happen. As Lee Dog's still your man in front, and the top three are still the same. I don't think that's changing anytime soon. They're really dominant up at the front then. As let's go back to Foxy, actually. Foxy, of course, unfortunately got tangled in a bit of action earlier on. Now on a bit of a recovery drive. He had to make an early pit stop today, I believe. We're going to check. No, never mind. He didn't make an early pit stop. He's still continuing on with front right end plate damage then on his car. So he's just trying to, just trying to keep it on the track, and he's actually doing a very good job at it at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Foxy heading down to make a move here on Stray Dog. He's not too far behind him at the minute. Stray Dog running in P14. Foxy looking for that 14th position. Foxy started P10, of course, had that incident earlier on. Now he's going to try and regain it, and this is the first piece of the puzzle for him. He's going to gain on the Aston Martin. You can see now he's giving it absolutely full beans. A bit of battery as well round the outside line for CPT Foxy. Will it be a move? They go level into the chicane as the Racing Bull just about ahead there of the Aston Martin, who runs it off the track. The Aston Martin trying to get ahead. He's sticking it around the outside. I think he's getting overtaken. Oh, never mind. He's not getting overtaken again, but he did get overtaken by Foxy, who now makes a very nice pass and gets through. This is getting close, isn't it? This is getting very close. Ranger on the backside of Dylan Vince then. These guys very equal on pace at the minute, everybody, as they head through the final sector on the fourth lap of 29. Let me remind you, £175 is going to be given out today to the top three drivers. And at the minute, it's looking like Lee Dog, Jürgen and Veloce as we head across the line on the fifth lap of 29. Ranger on the backside of Dylan Vince and getting ever close, but like I mentioned, the DRS train is just hurting these drivers, and it will be hurting the tyres as well as they head all the way down the back. Up towards the back straight in a moment. Says Dylan Vince, not too far behind Linsky. Can he do a dive up the inside line? He's mega close here. Bit of contact on the rears there. Good job. We've got the reduced damage on, because that would have been a bit of a damaged wing for him, wouldn't it? But he's sorted that out. He managed to brake in time, and now massive long train down in towards the chicane. Up towards the front then. Still the same as always. The top three are driving brilliantly at the minute. Drew in the chat, need a safety car for end like 2021. Some of the drivers are going to need it. Some of the drivers are going to need it. As look at this. Absolutely brilliant camera angle that is, isn't it? From the top three, I believe that is, yes. And at the minute, we've got three very clear winners. It is not decided, of course, not decided at all, but they are pulling away. And if they can continue like this, oh, hang on a minute, look at the action we're missing here then, everybody. Mikey's giving it a good go on Veloce, who's trying to, no, never mind, Billy Mewis trying to have a good go on Mikey. Mikey's managed to find his way through past the Mercedes there, and F1 Mikey boy has found fourth place. He is driving brilliantly. Look at him on your screen, giving it the best go that he can. £10 race entry, and he's 3.7 seconds away from 25 quid. We'll see where he can get then. Third place is on the horizon for F1 Mikey boy, but first of all he's got Billy Mewis, who is following him through. The first pit stop coming in then is in the pit lane, goes King James, and making his first stop of the day then, ladies and gentlemen, in the Kick Sauber. There we go. Hard compound tyres going on for King James, and is that going to be a one-stop strategy then for this man as he comes under the pit lane? PGS Esports signage there. Absolutely brilliant league. Everybody should go check them out, of course. Commentated there for many years, and I thought I might return the favour now with a bit of signage for them as we head then. Oh, hang on a minute. Billy Mewis and F1 Mikey boy going at it again. These guys don't want to leave each other alone, do they? And Billy manages to get through. Here comes Mikey again then. He's fighting back, everybody. He wants that fourth position as he tries again. The DRS is wide open. Round the outside then for the Racing Bull. He does pass Billy Mewis, and he gets fourth position today here at the Yas Marina circuit. F1 Mikey boy finds P4, now 4.6 seconds away from that third place today. He's got Billy behind him. Billy is on some very good pace today. He really is. At the minute, not looking for the podium, but he still could get there. You never know. With a turnaround, things could turn around. Here we go then. Dylan Vince around the outside of Linsky here. Linsky trying to get it through. They go side by side then. Here comes the drivers round the final few corners. Wow, that was very close, wasn't it? Linsky just about getting through. Mikey makes his first pit stop of the day, everybody. You can see him then on your screen in the pit lane now then, making an early pit stop as he heads in. We'll see what tyres he gets on, actually. We'll get back to the action in a moment because I want to see what he's going to do. It's going to be the hard compound tyres. WRC title rivalry spilling over, says Holly, as here comes Mikey, exits in the pit lane. Let's go back to the main action up at the front then, everybody. And what are we missing? the top three have not changed a bit. They have not changed at all. And it is becoming ever clearer, you know, who are going to take this money tonight. They are doing really well. I might as well just give him my bank details now, because wow, look how fast they are. 6.5 seconds ahead than everybody. And when it comes to pit stops, the advantage they're going to hold over the rest of the drivers is going to be so big. It really is. It's going to be so significant. 6.5 seconds in F1. In F1 terms, it's absolutely massive. It really is. And they have broken away brilliantly. Behind that, then, is Billy Mewis in 4. As Ollie comes close in 5. Dylan Vince round the outside line. Is Linsky giving it a good go again? Linsky really wants this position, but Dylan has managed to do him out of it, and Dylan gets into 6th position. Linsky is going to have to drop back and wait behind for now on lap 7 of 29. But wow, it's going really well, it really is. Veloce in the pit lane. This is big, very big, everybody. The man that has been running P3 for the whole race, now in the pit lane from the mediums. He's going to get on the hard compound tyres. He is looking for that 3rd place. He's going to undercut the 2 drivers in front of him. As more pit stops are coming in. Ollie's in the pit lane now, everybody. Ollie in the pit lane trying to get on some new tyres, and it will be the hard compound. So the one-stop strategy for pretty much everybody, I believe, here today on them hard compound now. Ollie coming out. F1 Mikey Boy passing him. Linsky in the pit lane on the hard. Speed Freak coming out on the hard as well. All new tyres for the drivers then as they exit under the pit lane bridge. Evo now enters the pit lane as well, and he will get on the hards as well. Big Balls heading round. Eagle at the back of the grid, very far behind at the minute, unfortunately. We're missing a bit of action here then. I think Foxy has just been overtaken, unfortunately, by Veloce, who's managed to get through. And, of course, that Ferrari's managed to pick up that DRS as well to get himself in front of Foxy behind as we head into the chicane on lap 8 of 29. 21 laps remaining for the drivers to decide their fate tonight and earn themselves some nice books for Christmas on the 20th of December at the minute. Currently 5 days till Christmas Day, and you know, in terms of the Jack Crossley Comms channel, we will not be live again really over Christmas. One more time for WRC, but then we are off for Christmas. But right now, we're here for this, and I'm all for it. Veloce and Arctic Ryan then. Veloce manages to get through everybody to 7th position. Remember, he went into the pit lane early, undercutted the drivers in front of him. Now Jürgen's in the pit lane. He goes on for the hard compound. Of course, as you know, Jürgen was running 2nd place. This is really, really important. Now everybody else is in the pit lane too. Billy Mewis, he will be on the hard, sorry. Oh, never mind. Billy Mewis goes for the 2-stop. 2-stop strategy for Billy Mewis then as the mediums go on for him. That means he'll be stopping twice in this race. One more time after this then. Is that a virtual safety car out? I think it's a virtual safety car deployed. VSC, everybody. No safety car. It's a virtual, as this is why we're getting everybody in the pit lane now. It's the best time to do it. VSC, everybody. I didn't realise. My bad. As Stray Dog Racing retires from the session in the pit lane, I believe. And he ends his race short there. Still, 17 drivers left then in tonight's race as your virtual safety car is deployed, and the drivers then have to reduce their speed to about 35%, you know, normal racing speed. And this is it now. Lead Dog 187. He's got an 18.7 second advantage to the guy behind. Of course, Lead Dog hasn't gone into the pit lane yet. Maybe he's going to do it now, get the advantage under the VSC. We'll find out. But at the minute, you know, I'm not too sure what he should do. 20 laps remaining. He's got good pace as well. We know he's quick. 21 seconds is the gap now. Dylan Vince with the drive-through penalty for Speedy under the VSC. The safety car has gone away, and we go again. Drew says bargain for Lead Dog, but unfortunately not anymore. As he continues on, the virtual safety car goes away, and we are racing again then with your race leader. We'll see how long you can extend these medium compound tyres out then, and see if you can, you know, maybe stick on that P1 after all of the pit stops end up coming in. Quite smoothly has the race gone then at the moment today, as ahead of that we've got King James on the backside of Foxy as Ranger now makes his pit stop. You can see Foxy in front now trying to defend his position in 5th position, but he has got a kick Sauber of King James behind him, and he's not too far behind now. He could be making a move fairly soon. King James he's in a bit of a racing ball sandwich though, isn't he? As he heads through down towards the turn 5 in the back straight on the 10th lap now of 29. King James then gaining on CPT Foxy for a move up the inside line. He sends the car up the inside, and he is through for 4th place. Foxy now down to 5, and now he has to try and defend F1 Mikey Boy, everybody. Who's going on him? Here comes F1 Mikey Boy, his teammate, on his way through. Mikey goes round the outside line, and F1 Mikey Boy finds 5th position ahead of his teammate. Billy's not done yet as well, as he now goes up the inside line in the Racing Bulls. They go side by side through the chicane. Quite impressive from them, but Billy does get ahead, and CPT Foxy, unfortunately, drops back then off of that battle at the minute. This is continuing on there. Mikey, he's not done yet, is he? He goes around the outside of King James. Mikey Boy 95. This is the thing with him. His qualifying pace sometimes isn't always there, but his racecraft and his race pace is absolutely brilliant. It really is. It's so good, and he's driving brilliantly today, faultlessly right now. Can he continue on, ladies and gentlemen? Mikey Boy in the chat locked in. You're completely right. As King James has got Billy Mewis gaining on the backside of him around the final corner and towards the line on lap 11 of 29 now. Just going to get a sip of the water. This is a crazy race. Oh, wow. Never talked so much before. This is a lot of action to cover, and it's really good. It is very exciting. The Twitch chat at the minute, 39 people. The most we have is 45. Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. I was never expected to have that number. I really wasn't. But I appreciate you all joining us today. It does mean a lot. And hopefully, if this goes well, everybody, we're going to do this again next year and, you know, throughout the year as well. As at the back of the grid is Eagle, unfortunately, quite a lot behind. Speed Freak with a 3-second time penalty. Here comes Eagle then, getting lapped by some of the drivers. I think one of them being Jürgen then. He is going to be Jürgen as he goes through then, and he's going to get a move past as he's going to move up the inside line and get through. Ollie Southwell, absolutely fire comms. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. As you would imagine this is the battle, everybody, but of course we are watching Eagle be lapped, unfortunately. As Arctic Ryan with a 3-second time penalty today. The penalties are starting to rack up for some of the drivers, but Lee Dog has got a 15-second advantage to Jürgen behind. And honestly, at this rate, I think Lee Dog's going to get overtaken in the pit lane. Lee Dog will make that pit stop, but the gap that was once 20 seconds has come all the way down to 15. I don't know how much time you lose on the pit stops here in Abu Dhabi, but I think that's around the mark that he's going to lose places here, everybody. And, you know, Jürgen's in a good place here. I know he's quick. He's very quick. I saw him race Abu Dhabi before, and in that race, he absolutely dominated. He really, really did. And he's currently sat in 2nd position. Mr. Consistency at the minute because he's driving great. He really is. Yeah, Drew, that would be a great idea, mate, if you could do that. Thank you very much. As the pack is starting to break away, of course, because we had the pit stops, it does mess it up just a little bit, but this racing action continues, and we can now see Ollie, who is trying to give it a good go, ladies and gentlemen, all the way down the back straight and into the chicane. Ollie's got CPT Foxy behind him with Linsky as well, trying to give it a good go. Here comes Foxy. Foxy trying to get ahead. This is a brilliant move if he can do it, but he cannot. And off wide there goes Linsky, trying to keep himself back on the track as we wait for them to emerge round the corner. As Foxy has got the DRS on the man in front. He's got Orimas behind him. Here comes Orimas then to try and go round the outside of Foxy, very close to the rear end of him. Unfortunately, not able to get through for him, but he's not over yet, and he's going to continue it on now. Here comes the Haas car. Orimas really wants this P9 through past Foxy if he can, but at the minute he is not able to take it here for the Christmas race. Hopefully you're enjoying it so far, everybody. We're going to miss this action out because Lee Dog's in the pit lane. This is very important now. Through goes Jürgen, through goes Veloce. Lee Dog's staying out, everybody. He's lost time. Jürgen and Veloce under the virtual safety car. They've gained a lot of time today, and that is a massive advantage to them. Look on the track map in your bottom right. You can see the blue and the red markers as opposed to the Mercedes marker. The gap. That is what has happened because of the VSC and the different strategy calls that's happened today. Jürgen now leads. Wow, very good stuff. CPT Foxy in the pit lane. He gets on these hard compound tyres now. 1-stop versus 2-stop, absolutely right. That's what I was saying, different strategies. We're going to find out what happens here then. Here comes Orimas trying to get ahead of Linsky, was it? Oh, never mind, he's getting past the lap car, I believe, there, as he does get through. And of course, yes, the advantage on your screen for Jürgen and Veloce. Good point raised in the chat, though. Tyre offset and different strategies. you can never really quite tell which way it's going to go until the final few laps. You'll find that out the more you watch races like this, as here comes a battle. Speed Freak and Ranger. One goes round the outside line. It was Ranger to get thrown into P10, into the top 10 now then. Speed Freak drops back on that one. Oramas in 9 is still got a laps car behind him, very close. In front of that then comes 3 drivers around the final few corners here in Abu Dhabi, and up towards the line with them. One of them being Mikey, the other 2 being King James and Billy Mewis. Billy's a very fast driver, Mr. Consistency sometimes. I never forget the race in Singapore for WRC. I don't think anybody forgets that. Whoever watched it, a brilliant race from him. By far the best race I've ever seen in Formula 1 league racing, and that was Billy Mewis. I think it was Billy Mewis. Am I talking about the wrong guy? I think I'm talking about the wrong guy. I don't know. Anyway, Billy Mewis behind F1 Mikey Boy, everybody. And they make their way down the back straight on lap 14 of 29, where we are about halfway distance now here today. We're not seeing many overtakes at the moment, but strategies are really coming into play now, and we're going to see, you know, maybe in the final 10 laps, final 8 laps, we're going to really see then where them strategies have got the drivers and whereabouts they are in a position to win this Grand Prix tonight. I hope you're enjoying so far, everybody. 36 people in the chat. 36 people, you know, sticking around that. It's mental, absolutely mental. Normally you get people flicking off the stream, but to keep this many people in, I appreciate you all very, very much. I'm sure you're all here watching along, your friends, family, whoever who is watching along, who is driving, sorry, in this race tonight, hoping very much that they're going to win some money for Christmas. But at the minute, the top 3 of Jürgen, Veloce and Lido looking very strong, you know, in doing that. But here we go then, lap 15. We're going to head round the final corner. Top 3 could be fireworks on the last lap. Yep, definitely. Eagle with a 3-second penalty. And we might as well have a look at that, shall we? Speed Freak, Eagle and Arctic Ryan, all with time penalties today then, everybody. Arctic Ryan with 6. Speed Freak and Eagle both on 3. So that is your only penalties today, actually. Oh, Eagle retires in the pit lane, then yellow flags down the main straight, and that is it for him, unfortunately. Eagle is out of the Grand Prix tonight, and we have 16 remaining drivers here today. It's gone quite well, it really has. I don't know if I've missed out too many dirty moves. I don't know if anyone's going to really want to report anything. But to be honest with you guys, I don't know if there's much we can do if it wasn't anything that's going to impact the top 3. Do you know what I mean? Because that's just the way it's going to be, isn't it? But if there's something to do with the top 3 that we have to look at, of course, we do have an independent team of stewards that aren't racing tonight. And they will be, you know, officiating the clips that get sent in. Linsky and Orimas then, look at this battle we're missing here. Orimas on the inside line, heading through the right-hander. Linsky's going to try and get a good footing, but at the minute, he's not able to. He will get the inside line through the left-hander, though. Now with the advantage over Orimas, can Linsky get through to P8? He's absolutely done that then. He's into 8th position at the minute, trying to keep the Haas car behind. Great move from him as he now finds himself ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Linsky is the man in front. Brilliant move from him as he now gets into 8th position today. And DJ Price, Merry Christmas, mate. You too, mate. Welcome into the chat. I appreciate being here. Good to see you. Very good to see you. Hopefully you're enjoying the race tonight. Veloce taking a bit of a different line here to Jürgen as yellow flag's being shown down the back straight. I'm not entirely sure who that was. I think it's Big Balls then, as he needs to get lapped. He is getting lapped, sorry, by the drivers. He's been lapped quite a few times, actually. Now he's going to be lapped by the top 4 downwards, unfortunately for him. As lap 16 of 29, and Veloce is not too far off Jürgen here. This could possibly be a move then, ladies and gentlemen, on the back side of Jürgen. The Ferrari is looking fairly quick with a 7/10 of a second gap, and it is looking good. It is looking very good at the minute for both of these top 2 drivers, and Leadog as well. He's 2.1 seconds off, but different strategies, and when they finally come into play, let's find out which way that is going to go. Orimas with a 3-second time penalty. He's currently sat down in P9, picks up a penalty. I think he's got 6 seconds now, hasn't he? Another penalty to his name, I believe. So around the final corner goes Leadog, who is actually catching Veloce. Remember a second ago when I said the gap was over 2 seconds? Yeah, well, now it's down to 1.5, and he's absolutely flying, catching the guys in front really, really quickly then. At the minute, 43 people in the Jack Crossley Comms Twitch chat tonight. Absolutely sensational. As in the pit lane then is Billy Mewis, and the gap getting ever closer between the top two and Lee Dog. He is now with a 1.7 second gap. Big Balls retires from the session, and that is it, everybody. The safety car deployed. Oh, you should have seen everybody's faces on the screen then, on the on the face cams. Wow. Safety car deployed, everybody. Safety car deployed. Foxy's face just lit up as he's down in P14. Oh my. Lap 17 of 29. Safety car deployed then, everybody. The first one we get here in Abu Dhabi. If you don't know what that means, it means everybody here gets backed up by the safety car and they restart the race on a rolling start down the track, down the main straight, all within a few tenths of each other. Basically a brand new race start. This is going to be very good. Very, very good indeed, everybody. This is brilliant. It really is. Safety car's out. I really wanted a safety car as well. Now it gives everybody else a chance to get back in the game. And I can't get over. That was so funny. Foxy's face there when he saw that the safety car was deployed. He was elated. Ryan then has retired from the session. Unfortunately, Arctic Ryan is out. Such a shame. Out of this one tonight. As into the pit lane. Of course, we're going to get now pit stops under the safety car, and I think everybody's going to do it. I think everybody is. Jurgen in the pit lane, Veloce, Lee Dog. I think King James is most likely going to do the same thing in the chat. We are so back. Absolutely right. Safety car out. Here comes the top three then. Jurgen in the pit lane, Veloce, Lee Dog, King James heading round. Then he'll be entering the pit lane as well. Look at, yeah, everybody's doing the same thing. Mikey Boy in the pit lane now then. You can see him on your screen getting ready as Linsky with a 3-second time penalty, ladies and gentlemen. Ollie in the pit lane. Ollie getting on some new tyres as well. And he will be having to wait. No, he won't. Medium compound tyres going on for him then, I'm guessing, till the end of the race now. Orimas in the pit lane. Also Ranger. Linsky coming out on the new hard compound tyres. Speed Freak then going in for the hards as well. Another stop for the hards now for that man as he exits now on lap 18 of 29. And when we go racing, it's going to be around 8 laps of racing to go then, everybody. You know, with the drivers. So that is going to be good, very good, and quite good for their tyres as well. Not too many laps to end with the amount of tyres, the amount of laps of the amount of laps they can do on them tyres. Sorry, so we'll see how well it goes for them. But 11 laps to go then, and a lot of pit stops that just came in. We're gonna have to wait for everybody to line up behind the safety car now. Then, and while we're waiting, you can see your penalties: Linsky, Orimas, and Speed Freak, all with time penalties today. Then, and you know, it's not going to do anything for them, is it? They are going to lose positions where they are, but in terms of the money, it will not affect anything. The top three, without a penalty, they've been really careful. It just shows that, you know, the kind of drivers that we've got here today, the money definitely attracts the quick boys, because look at the speed. That qualifying time, I still can't get over how fast the qualifying pace was from Lee Dog, who set the pole position. It was massively quick, it really was. And you know, the drivers should be, well, I mean, if I was one of the drivers, I would have been very, very nervous. I would have been very, very nervous about that. But, you know, race pace is different to qualifying pace. One of my mottos that I talk about all the time. It is always, you know, different. Some people's qualifying pace is way better than race pace. Race pace sometimes is better than qualifying pace. And we're witnessing that today, I think, with F1 Mikey Boy. As that's quite funny, isn't it? The first ever on one of the biggest races of the year. My chair falls apart. Love to see it. Brilliant. Anyway, let's get on with it. 10 laps to go, ladies and gents. 10 laps remaining of this session. And it is Jurgen, the man in front. Veloce, second place. Lee Dog, third. Bucko in the chat. Come on, Mikey Boy says. Mikey, of course, in P5 at the minute, and not too far off that that money at the minute. He's really not 2 places away. Mikey's giving it his best shot then, everybody. He really, really is in 5th, as it won't be long before we get racing again. Race is going to heat up now, says Garrison. You're absolutely right. It will start to definitely heat up more than it already has done before. 10 laps to go of this race tonight then, ladies and gentlemen, with DLR Jürgen, the fastest man on the track today, the man that is up ahead, and this is where it starts to get really, really real. We are 10 laps away from 3 drivers splitting £175, which is pretty much unheard of at F125 at the kind of level that these drivers are at, the level we're at in terms of esports. It's pretty much unheard of, and if you guys enjoy the format of tonight, the feedback's been quite good so far. If you're enjoying it, we will be definitely doing this again, because it's been a lot to set up, but now I know what to do and I can easily replicate it and duplicate and do it again. This has been the best race I've ever commentated on. I'm going to give it to you straight. It's been brilliant, and I hope you guys can round it off good. Jürgen, the man in front, with half a second to Veloce. Half a second to Lee Dog, half a second pretty much all the way down the grid then, and that is why it's so exciting. Everybody's so even as we cross the line. One more lap under the safety car, everybody, and we're going to go racing for the final time today here in Abu Dhabi. Arctic Ryan, Big Balls, Eagles, Stray Dog and Gareth all retiring from your session tonight, leaving us with only 14 drivers in this Grand Prix this evening. Wow, it's been good so far. Can the drivers round it off? A lot of money to be won for the top 3, and this safety car has really brought some drivers back into it, especially like King James and Mikey Boy. If Mikey gets a good jump, he's got a good chance of getting in that top 3, really has. If one of the top 3 get a penalty, everybody, the drivers behind are going to be in a great position to get in front of that. So there's a lot to play for here. There's a lot that could happen. I'm not entirely sure what is going to happen, but we are going to find out very shortly. So yeah, like I mentioned, last lap around, everybody under the safety car, I believe. This should be the final one. DRS games till the end. Mikey Rapid on the straight, says Ollie. I could agree with you, to be fair, yeah. It is going to be a DRS game all the way to the end. Not too long now before we reach the end of this Grand Prix tonight. And lots of money on the line, everybody. Lots and lots of money on the line. And I'm sure this is going to be watched back quite a lot then in weeks to come for tonight's ending. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at your tyres as the safety car will be coming in this lap around. Some differentiation on the tyres today then as we're about to go racing again. The safety car then drives off into the distance, and Jürgen becomes your effective pace car, ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare to go racing again, and hopefully for the final time here for the Christmas race brought to you by JCC Events. With £175 hanging in the balance, the top 3 drivers ready to take it. But will it be this top 3 that you're looking at now then? The safety car ready to go round and into the pit lane. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Who have you got your money on? Let's find out. Predictions in the stream chat. Let us know. Who do you think is going to be taking the money tonight? Top 3 predictions as we go racing again. Then the drivers can't overtake till we get to the line. We head round the final corner, and it's Jürgen leading, of course. Down towards the first corner we go. Will we get any early overtakes then? Of course, next lap around is when DRS is activated, so we have to wait 1 lap for that. But into the first corner we go, and it's fairly clean with the drivers at the moment. Nobody really getting closer to a move here. The Aston Martin is Speed Freak not too far behind, but ahead of that then is the car of Ranger, who goes through and manages to get through into P9. We're going to get back up to the front just in case we miss a move on the lead. We do not. Jürgen still leads, everybody, at the front of this race. The front few drivers has not changed around one bit. Overtakes at the back of the grid then through turn 5. As at the back there is CPT Foxy trying to get himself ahead of this Haas car in front of him. Orimas has driven a great race at the minute, but CPT Foxy is going to try and take it away from him then, heading down in towards the chicane. Don't know if he's able to get ahead here. He's not behind. That is Evo with a move on Speed Freak, sending it through. Evo goes ahead. That's a lovely move then, isn't it, for the P13 driver now. Oh, Riz sliding out, and now disadvantage into the wall nearly there as both of them back off, everybody. The Aston Martin trying to fight back up the front, and he can't, unfortunately. Can he get past? He can get past through into the left-hander. Oh, contact made. Evo goes wide. Wow. Contact there, and Speed Freak gets through. I want to get back to the front of the action there, everybody, because this is what everyone's watching for. This is the main event for tonight. 8 laps remaining, and the top 3 still hasn't changed. It's coming right off the back of the safety car restart. 8 laps to go of this Grand Prix. That will be 7 when we cross the line now, and Jürgen's still your race leader as a fastest lap as well. Gets a fastest lap as well. He is absolutely flying, and he is on the verge of winning £100 for this Christmas season. He's absolutely flying at the minute. He really, really is. Half hippo. What lap is it? It is lap 22. You should be able to see that when the yellow flag goes away, mate. I think it glitches actually, but it's lap 22. I do apologise about that. Normally the yellow flags aren't there and you can see the track, you can see the laps that we've got left, but unfortunately the game is always glitching around. Here we go then, everybody. Lee Dog is going to gain on Veloce, wanting that second place. It's the difference between 25 and 50 quid. And we're looking at your top 3 at the moment. None of them have a time penalty. Look how close they're all running then. Heading round the chicane and down towards then the left-hand side hairpin. Lap 22 of 29. There's a lot hanging in the balance. If I was in that car, I'd be so nervous. I really would. Veloce tries to get through as Lee Dog then. I think it was Lee Dog that attempted a move there, but wasn't able to do so in 3rd position. Everybody has to hang back at the minute. Cannot make his way through to second place and gain that extra £25 at this moment in time. But still, about 6 laps to go when we cross the line. About 6 laps to go then when we cross the line, everybody. And Jürgen, your leader by 0.7 of a second, and he is driving brilliantly. The composure from that man is absolutely sensational. It really, really is. Veloce's behind. And Lee Dog's not far behind, not far off him at all. We're going to head through the first corner with the drivers. Is anybody soon to make a move? Here's Foxy, quite close behind. Oramas here, but unfortunately I don't think we're going to get any overtakes from the drivers, as here comes CPT Foxy. Oh, he snaps a bit of an oversteer there as he just about catches the car and it's spinning. He heads all the way down then in towards the turn 5 hairpin. Will CPT Foxy get through? He sends it through up the inside into P11. He does get ahead, and that is a move well done then for Foxy, who now gets it to P11, but the Haas car is going to try and fight him back for it. Ahead of that as well, the action's still continuing. Look at what we're witnessing at the minute then. Round the outside goes Ranger, 3 abreast in towards the chicane. The Ferrari up the inside line of Dylan Vince. Contact made then as they head through the chicane. Side by side, it's Linsky up in front then. Can Dylan Vince drop back and get into 9? He does, and they head all the way down in towards the hairpin to the left-hand side. Look how close Lee Dog is now, looking for that second place, everybody. He's getting mega close, trying to take P2 today, right behind Veloce. Veloce very nearly let him have it, but he just about hung on by a thread. But we know Lee Dog's got the pace, and now we know he is definitely in contention of this second place. I think this is going to be your top 3 though at the minute. King James has got 7/10 behind, but the speed of these drivers is just far beyond anything I've ever seen at the minute. They are absolutely rapid, and you can see they are giving it everything they've ever given in a Formula 1 car. Sim racing, of course. Lap 24 of 29 then, everybody. Jürgen still leading and looking like the favourite for the money today. We did see Lee Dog get quite close to the backside of Veloce Ayob Jr. Earlier on, and he might just be able to do that exact same thing as we head down to of course, round this lap off when we get towards the end of that second sector. But lap 24, the backside blinking for Veloce as he's saving a bit of battery here. Not got a lot of battery left in his car. Not a lot there for Jürgen as well. Lee Dog has got half battery left. This is going to be good, and he's going to try for it now then. The DRS activated for both drivers. Can Lee Dog finally get the pass done that he's been waiting for so long? The difference between 25 and 50 pounds, and he sends the car up the inside line. This could be race ending as goes wide Veloce to give a bit of room and maintain his position, but in doing so he loses it, and Lee Dog into second place today, everybody. Jürgen still leads out of the pack at the minute, 0.6 of a second his gap. Wow. Wow, Jürgen leads. Lee Dog 2, Veloce 3, King James 4, and F1 Mikey Boy in 5. 1.1 seconds back, dropping off the pace, unfortunately. Bucco in the chat with a lot of support here then for F1 Mikey Boy, of course, the owner of the WRC Racing League. And what a nice chap he is. Absolutely brilliant. It would be nice for him to win the money today, but I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't at the minute. It's not looking likely because Jürgen, Lee Dog and Veloce have been completely unbeatable. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, global warming isn't a thing. The UAE has snow now. It does. Oh, snapping there for Ollie. Such a shame for Ollie because he has got the pace, but I think today he's just realised how fast some of these drivers are. He really, really has. As lap 25 of 29, Billy Mewis then, ladies and gentlemen, gets through into P5. Behind that is F1 Mikey Boy, who is going to drop back then off that position and get down to 6th position. Unfortunately, Billy Mewis is managing to get through now. Can Mikey fighting back for it? He's going to try around the outside. Now around the outside line. Can he go for it? F1 Mikey Boy on a move here then, giving it his best go, and he goes into 5th position. A great move from him then as he gets that overtake done. Brilliant stuff then from Mikey as he manages to get through into P5. Ranger and Linsky now going side by side through the left-hander. Off the track wide there. It's up the front actually. Lee-Dog gets ahead of Jürgen. Lee-Dog for the race lead. The difference between 50 and 100 pounds, and Lee-Dog has just stolen it away from Jürgen at this moment in time. Veloce now in the closing stages is gaining on the 2 drivers in front. This is where it gets very exciting. The closing 3 laps of the Grand Prix. Speed Freak retires. Oh my, safety car deployed, everybody. Safety car deployed on the final 3 laps of the Grand Prix. Oh wow, oh wow. This is it then, everybody. A bit of an Abu Dhabi 2021 situation on our hands then. Lee-Dog in front, Jürgen 2nd place, and Veloce 3rd. 2 safety cars, ladies and gentlemen, in this Grand Prix. And a few laps away from the end, we get the last one. Everybody's going to be bunched up. Everybody gets a chance then at the money now. This is it. Everybody's back into play. Everybody is able to take that money. Drew said he predicted it. He actually did as well. He said earlier on. And now, with 3 laps remaining, the safety car is deployed. I cannot believe it. I really can't. This has gone down the best way physically possible. The best way it could have happened. Because, of course, this is the last lap as well. In the F1 games, you can actually get a safety car to come out. After the 3 laps, you can't get any more. So now we just wait for the drivers to either make their pit stops and then join up behind the safety car, or just straight away join up behind that safety car. But we'll find out what they do. Drew in the chat says 1 lap of racing. I don't think it'll be 1 lap, Drew, because when there's 3 laps remaining, if I'm correct, I'm fairly sure they give you 2 laps of racing action. So it should be the penultimate lap and the final lap then, ladies and gentlemen. And wow, I'm absolutely in shock. It has come down to the most amazing way possible. F1 Mikey Boy is in the pit lane. And it all hangs in the balance now. Then a lot of money. He makes a pit stop under the safety car, meaning he will be behind a lot. He will be behind a lot of the drivers, but he'll have the soft compound tyres on. As we know, they are the best compound tyre to be on. He's going to be competing on the new softs against the old hards and the old mediums. This is completely Abu Dhabi 2021, and we are all here for it. Here we go. F1 Mikey Boy exits the pit lane, and he now finds himself in 6th position out on the track. It's completely doable for a podium. It is completely doable for a podium, ladies and gentlemen, for F1 Mikey Boy, as Ollie is in front of him, as you can see, lining up behind the safety car. Let's have a look at the tyre situation then, because it's really important. Look at the soft compound. Look at the soft compound tyres the drivers, everybody. It's going to give them a huge advantage today, as opposed to the guys in front on the 9-lap-old mediums and hards. They're going to be quite worn out, especially the mediums. They're going to be really getting to that worn-out stage now, and if whatever driver has stayed out, you know, on the older tyres, they could find it that they're going to struggle. But we know these guys are quick. We know they're good, and the safety car's in at the end of this lap to round off this session, everybody. The top 3 are the only 3 drivers here that are going to be taking away a bit of money from this evening. The race winner with £100 and 2 laps to decide the winner, to decide the top 3, and to decide the Christmas race finishing order here in 2025. Lap 28 will be your racing lap, the first racing lap out of 2 that we get, everybody. Lee-Dog is the man in front. And it's all down to the drivers now. This is it. Which way is it going to go? Which way is it going to go, ladies and gentlemen? Lee-Dog in front, Jürgen behind that, Veloce in 3rd. We have 2 laps of racing to go, and they just go snail pace round the final few corners then, as they soon round this off. as lap 27 of 29 becomes lap 28, and the drivers get racing. No overtaking until we cross the line. We go racing again for the final 2 laps, everybody, here in Abu Dhabi. And let's go. This is going to be brilliant. Lee Dog, the man in front then. 10 laps on these tyres. The same with the top 4 as going wide from them. F1 Mikey boy is absolutely rapid then as he's trying up the inside line here with Ollie. He now gets put off from Billy Mewis. They're going absolutely all out then all the way down towards the left-hander. F1 Mikey boy spins the car around and he loses the place, everybody. He was fighting for that top 3. But Mikey is out of the Grand Prix tonight. Now we continue with the rest of the drivers. It's Lee Dog, the man in front, everybody. Behind that then is Jürgen in second and Veloce in third. That is your podium at the moment. We've got King James behind that, Ollie in 5, and Billy Mewis then, who's on the soft compound tyres. He's not too far off. Contact made here. Linsky trying to get through. They go side by side into the chicane. Look at this then, all the way down. Linsky with a 3-second time penalty now, so that's not going to be very good for him, is it? But Billy Mewis on the soft compound tyres. He's going to try and gain on Ollie here then. Ollie, as you can see on your screen, fighting absolutely with everything he's got on these older medium compound tyres to try and get in that top 3, but at the minute it just isn't going his way. As in front, behind that, sorry, is Billy Mewis, who sends it up the inside line with just the more grip in this car in the tyres because he's on the soft compound. Now he sends it up the inside line. He's putting amounts of pressure on Ollie, and now Billy Mewis is going to find himself just about in 5th position if Ollie doesn't give it away. Round the outside line, he goes through round the... Oh, contact made. Ollie's just about keeps it on the track, Evo with a penalty. The final lap of the race begins then, everybody. And finally, we reach the final lap with the drivers, with Lee Dog being your winner. And, you know, I made some early predictions without anybody knowing behind the scenes. And Lee Dog was my winner on prediction, and at the minute he is doing exactly that. He has driven such a perfect race today. Jürgen behind him in 2nd place and Veloce in 3rd. Currently you are looking at your money winners, the 1, 2 and 3. King James in 4, then Billy Mewis in 5, 6 is Linsky, 7 is CPT Foxy, then is a load of cars head down into towards the chicane. Linsky trying to get through past Billy Mewis, he gets into P5, but at the minute I don't think, ladies and gentlemen, that the top 3 is going to change. These guys can battle all they want behind, but none of it is going to change around, apart from Veloce, round the outside line into P7, and Jürgen just loses out on £25. Can he fight him back? I don't know if he can. Veloce steals 2nd place at the very end, ladies and gentlemen, as we look to the main man at the front in the Mercedes on the older medium tyres, and it has worked out for him today. 29 long laps of racing, and finally, after doing everything right, he crosses the line here in Abu Dhabi for the first Christmas race for JCC events. He's going to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and it's the winner of the grand prize tonight. £100 then going to Lee Dog. Veloce takes 2nd place, £50, and 3rd place is Jürgen taking home that £25 tonight, everybody. King James over the line in 3rd, just about loses out by 0.5 of a second. 5th place then is CPT Foxy, 6th is Dylan Vince. We missed the grid order at the end of that, but I really hope you enjoyed the action, everybody, because that was absolutely brilliant. Wow. Well, that was something, wasn't it? That was definitely something. Hopefully everybody enjoyed. A lot of money just been given out, and the drivers that won it, they massively deserve that. They really do. My voice is completely knackered. I've never spoke so much and not stopping for so long. What a race, everybody. Well done. Wow. Here we go then, everybody. Here's your podium celebrations for the drivers. Of course, Lee Dog winning that money. Lee Dog, sorry, not Lee Dog winning the money. It is, Lee Dog winning the money tonight then in the Mercedes. Fastest lap goes to Jürgen. The driver of the day goes to Foxy, and the most overtakes goes to Foxy as well. Thanks for joining, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a brilliant race tonight. Lee Dog then is the man in front. Veloce 2nd place. Jürgen in 3rd, and they are your money winners tonight. 4th then is King James, 5 CPT Foxy, 6 is Dylan Vince, 7 Ollie, 8 Ranger, 9 is Billy, and 10 is Orimas, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, thank you very much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. To the drivers that have just won, you'll be receiving your money very shortly. Well done, and have a good evening, everybody. We'll probably do this again. See you later.